For Crema Media's Polity, I'm Sane Dhlamini. Researcher and analyst Professor Raymond Suttner joins me to discuss fallout from no confidence debate. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you.
What do you see as the significance of the no confidence debates for Zuma's standing as president of the country as well as the ANC?
Well, you know, this is a very different no confidence debate from previous ones, where there was no question of the ANC standing united and voting for the president. Even those who had reservations about him did not go so far as to vote for the motion. Secondly, it was by secret ballot, and that followed a constitutional court decision. And the speaker, one doesn't know whether she wanted or didn't want secret ballot, but she was very careful to get legal advice, because if she made a decision for secret ballot or for open ballot, which was not rationally based and not carefully justified, it would form the basis for legal action against her. So I was very surprised when she decided on secret ballot. Some people say, oh, it's the only decision she could take. But frankly, I didn't expect it. But I mean, she did speak about the toxic atmosphere, because we know that in the run-up to the ballot, Makosi Khoza complained of threats to her life and to her children's lives, and there was definitely an allegation or claim, and was acknowledged to some extent by the police services, because they did offer her security which she didn't want to take for various reasons. So there was a sense that what was at stake in this no confidence motion vote was taken so seriously by people that many would prefer to cast their vote secretly in order to act according to their conscience. Also, the Constitutional Court, while not saying what the Speaker should do, said that when members of Parliament swear oaths of loyalty and undertake to do their duties, they do not swear loyalty to their political party, they swear loyalty to the Constitution. That was a very interesting type of formulation. Now, in voting this way, clearly the result is very damaging for President Zuma. If you take the fact that there are 400 members of Parliament and less than 200 actually cast their vote for him to stay there. Now, some were absent, but less than 200 have declared in the vote that they support his presidency. So it's quite damaging for a sitting president. Also, the fact that there could have been something between 30 and 40 people, or 25 and 40 people, who either voted with the motion or against the motion, or abstained, indicates that a number of ANC MPs did go so far as to vote for his removal. And the way Zuma has responded is uncharacteristic, because usually when he suffers reverse, he recovers very quickly, and he dances and he laughs and he makes jokes, and he suggests that he's not taking it seriously. But this time his remarks were very angry and bitter when he spoke about people as counter-revolutionaries and things like that. Now, and suggested, especially in regard to Derek Handekom, who's the chair of the ANC disciplinary committee that they had to discipline them. Now, it may well be, and this suggestion of his is echoed by a lot of people in the ANC, including some who have appeared to differ with Zuma's actions. For example, his removing of Gordhan and others, like Mantashe, William Kize and others. They all appear to be suggesting that action needs to be taken against those who voted for his removal. And they're clarifying that they're referring to those who are known to have voted that way, because they don't know what people did in secret. But the question really is that legal in the light of the Constitutional Court saying that as an MP, you do not swear loyalty to the party to which you belong, but you swear loyalty to the Constitution. And if you penalize people for acting in their view in accordance with the Constitution, but against the sitting president, is that not in contradiction with the Constitutional Court's decision? So it seems to me that the president's position has been weakened, although for one or other reason, people don't seem to have voted because when they voted against the DA motion, they don't seem to have voted because they support the presidency of Zuma, but because they feared the consequences of the motion, the disarray that would arise in the ANC and so forth.
So what do you see as the future developments in terms of Zuma's remaining in office, as well as the consequences for the ANC?
Well, you know, the opposition forces would have had a victory either way. If Zuma had been removed, they would have had a victory, they would have been vindicated, and they would have removed a sitting president. By him remaining there as discredited president and continuation of a range of scandals, it seems to me that they stand to gain from that in terms of the 2019 elections. And there are a whole lot of things that are going to surface in the weeks in the period that follows. For example, the Supreme Court of Appeal is to decide whether it will hear the appeal from the North Gauteng High Court regarding the reinstatement of charges of Zuma. Now, it may take that on appeal, but it may well be that they actually have charges brought against him soon. There is a constitutional court action by the EFF to have the president impeached. Even if they are unsuccessful in an impeachment proceeding, if they can get it started in Parliament, a number of other factors will come to the surface that weaken Zuma, but they weaken the ANC in the eyes of the public for the future elections. And you have a situation where the results of the vote the other day may have given a spurt to the opposition parties, if they can be united in elections in 2019. But it's not clear that the opposition parties will really be able to act together sufficiently well to become the government or to govern. First of all, as I said before, it may well be, well, it's likely the ANC will still have the highest number of votes. So it's easiest for it to form a coalition. And we cannot discount one or other party uniting with the ANC, possibly the EFF, we don't know. In the case of them forming a government, you've seen now that they don't pull together in many respects. The DA says, we're going to bring a motion for the dissolution of Parliament. new elections, okay? Their own caucus is not consulted. The other opposition parties with whom, you know, people like Bantu Holomisa, Terra Lakota, very mature politicians, they're working together with these young people from the EFF and DA. And it's quite impressive the way, even though they command 1 or 2% or 3% of the vote, they actually contain EFF, and they also relate to DA. DA then goes and does this on its own. So that there's a certain political maturity that the DA doesn't yet have. And that will also cause problems if it does get to govern, and it governs with others. And I think you're likely to see in a national government that the EFF makes much more demands than it is making at a local level in government today.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
That was Professor Raymond Suttner speaking to Creamer Media's Polity about fallout from no confidence debate.